Here's the transmission. Whoa, shit. Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, my name is Dave, and this is my Toyota Altezza. While the Crossmember was out, I decided to treat the rust that was on the side, which is surface stuff. Put some easy rust on it, washed that off with water, and sprayed it with some Altezza Black. Yeah, so it's looking pretty damn good. Looked everywhere for the torque setting for this thing, couldn't find it, so I'm gonna put some Loctite in it and then do it up. Now for some strange reason, it's a 15. That's tight. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Okay, so these are the engine mounts that I pulled out of the car. As you can see, this is supposed to be one piece, and this is wet because all the fluids come out of it. But the big surprise was the passenger side one, because it's just as rooted, but the fluid's long gone. This one was worse because it actually collapsed and the engine sank. But then maybe the exhaust was holding up. Anyway, they're both rooted, so now what are you going to do? The engine mounts that I want are from a company called Vibra-Technics, and I reached out to them to see if they've got any discount codes or whatever because they're really, really expensive, but they didn't. They didn't even reply to me. Lucky for me, a friend hooked me up with a set of used ones. They've been used on a daily for about a year, so yeah, they're not new, but they should be near new, right? I've just got them over here to wash them up so we can have a good look at them. Ugh, it's winter, so it's getting dark early. It's only like 5 o'clock. This is just dish soap in a spray bottle. I use it on the tire machine. Get them soapy, soft bristle brush. Why are you bothering? Well, I want to know what condition they are in after a year because they're really expensive. So do you, right? There are no reviews online about these. Oh, this is them, by the way. Forgot to, it's soapy, but that's it. The rubber's a lot softer than I thought it would be. I actually thought they would be urethane, but they're not. Yeah, I wonder if you can buy the bush part to go in. Like this is, you can disassemble this, I suppose. They didn't come with any instructions or anything, apparently, so I don't know. They're about double the cost of standard mounts. So the amazing thing is that after just 1 year, the rubber is already cracked. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I don't know if that's normal, but it is all cracked. These things come off the original mounts. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to use them or not. What locks it in place? Is it just friction? Kind of weird, honestly. So that's just going to float around everywhere. Oh dear. So I'm on the Vibra-Technics website. There. And if we zoom in, installation diagram, not available yet. When do you think they'll finish that? Are there any images of it installed? There's one installed and it doesn't use the bracketry or anything. I don't think I will either. Lower the engine by 1.5 millimeters. Thank God for that random person in Japan that's actually installed them. You can't rely on Vibra-Technics for providing you with any installation guide. You bought them second hand, man. What do you expect? Well, I don't know. Something more than nothing. I'm going to use that on one side. It's going to lean my engine over slightly. Less than 1 millimeter thick though, so it's probably going to be fine. It's just nice to protect the mount from the exhaust, right? This is the current situation underneath the car. I've got the jack holding up the steering rack. I've got a jack stand here supporting the engine, and at the back I've got a scissor jack holding up basically everything. I don't think the scissor jack is going to fall down on me, so I'll take away my safety. We need this out of the way so we can put our Crossmember back in. I'm going to scratch the crap out of this doing this. This stud came out. I looked everywhere for torque settings for that stud. There are none. The service manual only deals in processes like, what do you need to do? And there's no process that requires removing the subframe, so they don't have any torque settings for those studs. Like I had to go to, I think it was JZX to find any torque setting for these nuts, and I settled on 100. Yeah, 100 Newton meters will be fine. Make sure you put the Vibra-Technics logo facing outwards. I've decided I'm going to use this. So I want to clean it up. Of course, I was out of parts cleaner, so I had to go get some of that. Why clean it up? I don't know. It's not going to make a difference, but for some reason I just want to. I don't think you can even see it. Take the nylock nut off, washer off. This is going to go on here like that, and I'll position it before I tighten it down. Yeah, this goes to the outside, so it's probably going to be like that. That one's in as well, and I've got the heat shield in there. I can imagine someone asking, you know, is the thickness of the heat shield going to make a difference because it's going to be leaning? This side's going to be higher than that side. I want to say no, because if you think about the way this works, it's all sitting on weight, right? Because I have ITBs, I have far less weight on this side. So technically, it's doing that, right? But if I put that plate in there, it's going to do that. So it might actually correct it. Or it'll make no difference at all. Either way, pick one. First thing I need to do is try to get the lower control arm back into this. If I can do that, I should be able to position everything. If not, well, I don't even want to think about if not. So it's really difficult to move this. Everything's kind of in the way of everything else. I was hoping for that, but these studs are in the way, so that's not going to work. I disconnected the tension rod and I'm jacking up this here, so that moved the lower arm slightly. That might help me get this into here. No, unfortunately not. Didn't help at all. Arguably worse. All I really know is that I've done it the wrong way. I shouldn't have done it this way, but it is what it is. I have to try and get this back in. Double down on this jacking idea. Right, get back in there, you bastard. Just smacked myself in the head with it. Oh shit, that's not good. Oh, look at it just pushing it out of the way. I think a ham with two of these. This shit's only going to work if you've got a couple of scissor jacks. If you don't, you're not going to be able to do this. I'm basically compressing the suspension. Oh shit, I've only just gone and done it. This is not the recommended way of doing this. The damn power steering's stopping me, I think. No, actually it was this stupid thing. I've got it in. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I'm going to let these jacks on the side out and hopefully it just swings back in. Maybe I can direct these arms back in, but maybe not. Yeah, that went in really easy. Hear that? That's the sound of success, baby. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, it's in. It's in. After a truly monumental amount of f***ing around, I seem to have got it. That mount is in, and that nut is feeding on. I've switched to jacking up the engine so that I could move the engine around. It was sitting too far forward, part of the problem. I've still got this sketchy ass situation going on. Block of concrete, scissor jack, on the ball joint. Same deal on this side, but arguably more sketchy. And it's all to move the lower arms out so that it clears the crossmember. I have to use the scissor jack back there to jack up the crossmember, and the steering rack is constantly in my way. What a horrible piece of shit that is. This sucks balls. Don't do it this way. If you want to take the crossmember out, remove the front suspension, remove the lower arms, and you'd be golden. Yeah, that's my advice. This isn't even holding it anymore. This jack is doing jack. Should be using the impact, but I really don't want to go in too fast. That's what she said. I can't get two fingers in there. I can't use a long socket, a short, stubby 19. So maybe this will be able to make it up there. Balance the washer on top. Yeah, that's the way you do that. You put that in there, that on there. That's on too. I don't mind telling you that sucked. It's a new day, and I guess I need to show you everything that GoPro couldn't see last night. So the tension rods are out. These don't have a torque setting in the Altezza service manual, so I looked around. I think it was a JZX something that had 100, and I believe they used the same stud. Also yesterday, my friend Roy did his up to 100 and they didn't snap, so there's 100 there. Mine didn't snap either. Please don't snap. Ping! 100. All right, cool. Once you get that pillow ball in the right spot, it all sort of just happens. There we go. And we're in. I need that DJI sponsorship deal stat. I need to take this off and paint it again anyway, but I just don't want it all covered in power steering fluid. Yep, the microphone died, and there goes the GoPro. So there's no footage of me putting the front end back together. But it's time to do the transmission mount. This is the Vibra-Technics transmission mount. And here's some comparison photos between Vibra-Technics and stock. You'll notice that the Vibra-Technics one sits about 10 mil lower than the stock one. And after just 1 year of use, it's bent. Regardless of that, I decided to fit it anyway, but I couldn't get it to fit. So I pulled the mount off the Crossmember off camera and discovered that the threads are rooted. That one, it's stretched, but I mean, with the amount of torque that I'm actually going to put on it, it's not going to snap. Plus, it's got the whole weight of the engine on it and the other three holding it in there, so I mean, it's a lot of work to get that out of there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it, but it's about 2 mil longer than the other because it's been tightened too much. According to the service manual, everything in and around that gearbox mount is 25 or 25.5. $25 really isn't a lot. No need a 14. 25. They're not tight at all. Yeah, 25. Right, moving on. These two are 58 and this is 119. 119. That's the torque setting, 53, which is right there. I need to deal with this too. Water lines are pressing on that.